gates of transparency. Yeah, I have a few things which I must say before I even proceed with the reading itself. I don't know where I left it. Today I've been feeling like Mercury in Pisces for some reason. So bear with me. I have a few messages even before I started reading. The first one is, if you are not coming from my Instagram, on my Instagram I posted the video about like announcing the gates, and interesting thing is that as I was announcing the gate of transparency, that's how I'm gonna be calling it, my mom came in the house and she's like, "This is what must be overcome." And I still don't know if it should be overcome or overcame, but anyway. And yeah, so this is one of the things which is coming up. The second thing is, I had information that I must use 963 hertz for you guys, so maybe that's important. I saw that it's pineal gland, so third eye, and maybe I should first show you like the painting, drawing, yeah. And maybe I should give a little bit of a description about like how I went through the process of drawing this. So the first thing which came to me was really this, and it was actually a waterfall, like consciousness. But then I like for the past few days I've been seeing like this like symbolism, but it wasn't like these colors, but it came out like black, which is the void. Then we got the yellow, and bear in mind I have problems with eyes, so quite possibly I'm saying the colors go wrong. Then we got the blue. Oh, I hit my red. Awesome. Then we got orange, then red, and then green. And this can be the chakras indeed. So maybe this is like the void going out towards emotions. Then we got the communication. But then we got the solar plexus of the ego and the power. Then we got the root chakra, which is stabilization. And then the last thing is the green, which is the heart. And we did get the fence of the intuitive heart. And I have actually mentioned, what's happening with my eye? I did get that the fence is the intuitive heart, but also not heart, but hearth. So family might be important here. I don't know, it's weird. The mountains came last, but they are the first thing like in the symbolism which I've chosen. I have actually, again, with all the other gates, I've written like notes and how we're gonna be proceeding. We got the bunnies, and bunnies are sensuality, intuition. This had to be a deer. Okay, this had to be a deer, but then the color is like a fox, and then it looks like a cow, so I called it an amalgamation. So it's the amalgamation here. We got the bushes and the flowers, and they're called abundance. They're the part of the abundance. So yeah, it's a lot of things, and I'm quite proud of it. I actually love it. Maybe this is my favorite one. I mean, I like all of them. I have to admit, I like all of them. But this one, I don't know. Maybe it's this thing here. It looks awesome to me. It looks awesome. Anyway, so your one is so interesting because all the other ones were quite structured, quite nicely structured. This one though, like I thought I had my Cats Rule the World tarot with me. Turns out I don't. Then as I was preparing from the symbolism part, I thought I have more cards. Suddenly I saw that I have no cards. So yeah, and the wheel, I called it the wheel of consciousness, doesn't even have a card. So we're actually going to have the tarot and the oracles tell us what this is all about. The whole reading itself, no, I want to say that I am bad at night, but I'm also bad during the sun, because too much light or lack of it is problematic for my sight, even more than usual, and today we have a lot of sun. So yeah, bear with me whilst I read things to you. So the whole reading is about a wake-up call towards purity through observation of excessive negative accumulation. So just so you know, this is what's happening here. Now, for the first pile of this group, it's gonna be what benevolent guidance is slowly opening up doors for you. And this came from the mountains, like none of the other groups I was actually explaining why and how, but I guess here I might have to. This is the mountains, and you see there is snow, but the snow is melting and there is lots of greenery. So I guess like you've been staying in a place where you really didn't have lots of guidance for some time. Maybe you felt like left out by spirit, by God, whatever. And now the doors are opening. I do want to point out that this door is actually locked here. Which, just like with the gate of restraint, there is no restraint here, but there is definitely things locked. And I also want to say that I am not thinking whilst drawing any of these drawings. I'm just drawing whatever comes up, and later I color it, and yeah. So just so you know that I actually don't have any idea what I'm doing whilst I'm drawing them. Let's see. These are the thingies. And so, what benevolent guidance is coming towards you? Slowly opening up. Now, let's put this here. I'm so messy. I'm so messy. Okay. Look at that. Now, you got the Six of Swords. Queen of Cups, is it? Queen of Cups reversed and the Sun reversed. You're being guided through a process of not really understanding how intuitive you are. Maybe you felt like you're very intuitive. Maybe it's like, oh, I know so much. I am so magical. What is here? Something is around me at the moment. But it's like, let's see the oracle themselves. Euphoria and protection. I got the message, I'm guarding my heart. You're being guided to a process of defending yourself and going into calmer waters. And here, maybe you're not even, like, your ego might be misleading you here, because we got the Sun reversed. Maybe a period of unhappiness, of emotional unfulfillment. The snow is melting, so maybe you went through a very wintry period, the dark night of the soul, or whatever it's called. So it's like an interesting thing. It's like the sun still has not come out, so you're waiting for an opportunity where maybe the gates of opportunity is important for you as well, but you're waiting for your moment to shine, and you're being guided towards that. But also I'm getting the information of you don't need to be, what was I gonna say? You don't need to feel excessive emotions to be happy because of euphoria here, and the Queen of Cups. Maybe you're used to high risk, high reward things, where you go into something or anything in life and it's either all in or nothing. And here you're being guided into something totally different. And we did get that excessive negativity. So maybe you're used to staying in negativity where there is a lot of negativity, and this is what makes you feel euphoric. Maybe, yeah, maybe you like to stay in the shadow And yeah, but I guess because this is the how you're being guided, and it's more like it's time to be emotionally present and nurturing with the Queen of Cups. Where's you got the Sun as well? Yeah, so this is just this part of the reading. I don't think I'm getting any other intuitive hit. We got the protection. Yeah, definitely like protecting yourself, protecting your ego. Maybe you're moving away from having to protect yourself, having to protect your heart, having to protect your emotional side. Because maybe this is a lot for you. Maybe you don't want to be feeling so much. And you're being guided throughout this process. Now this is this was so interesting. You got the door of transparency, and the oracle I got was glass, which is transparency. So yeah, this was interesting. And I've written, what knowledge is locked behind a transparent glass in quotation. So let us see what is being locked but quite transparent for you to actually acknowledge. That's great, oh, I love this. And healing, wow, 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 wow. Wow. I'm weird today. We got the Moon, Four of Wands, reversed, housing, and the Lovers. Healing and Cat's Cradle. You're not aware that healing has already occurred or is undergoing a process. And we got the Cat's Cradle, where I don't know why I got the Lovers reversed and Four of Wands reversed. It's like, this is not about choices. This is not making a divine choice. This is not about manifestation. But we got the Moon here. Gemini and Pisces, Gemini and Cancer. That's great on healing. I heard the message. Once you open the door, you're gonna be cradled into healing. But you must make a divine choice from the heart to move into something which you did not create. 1111 card, and it's confusing to you because maybe you want things to work out as you want. Usually you like things to be your way, and when they're not your way, you don't know what can happen. You don't like unpredictability. And maybe you're scared that things will actually turn out to be bad for you with the Four of Wands. Unhappiness, unfulfilled dreams. But these things are hidden behind the locked door. What did I write exactly? What knowledge? Behind transparent glass. I'm getting the message of, actually things are not quite so confusing, you just make them confusing. And I'm getting the message of, do you even know that there was never a choice to be made? Or the choice was already made? I don't know, it's weird. It's quite transparent actually. There isn't really a choice here. It's like if you only would see through the lock, through the glass, you will see that there was never a choice to even be made. It's like things were already set in stone. This is not something which is meant to be created. there is no choice to be made. It's like you're just meant to know things here. It's weird. In Cat's Cradle with healing, like things are meant to be happening so that probably you can be cradled or healed, or maybe you're supposed to be doing that. It's, I mean, I guess this reading is more about you guys resonating by yourself and not me really getting the hits, because it's all day it's been Piscean, very Piscean. I'm wearing even like the colors of Venus in Pisces, so yeah, let's move on. By the way, this is the door of transparency. Now, we got ego against the intuitive heart. What light is being shown? Oh, showcasing. Oh, sorry. What light is showcasing? How do I say that so that it sounds appropriately? What light is showcasing in your life? Okay. And this is when you choose, because I got the sap of the moon flower there, and this was about once you're able to release the logical side of things, you're able to come into the intuitive side of things. So yeah, the star. Yesterday I heard a wish fulfilled, but for me this card is about healing. Page of Cups. I love this. And the Hermit. And I heard something interesting. The Hermit for me is isolation. You don't need to be isolated. Let me see I forgot to take the oracles. Resilience and good luck. Oh my god. And the star represents good luck. Once you're able to leave logic behind, you're gonna be sensing something that emotions here, a new emotional journey is available, a wish fulfilled is available. You don't really need to introspect a lot. You don't need to go on a whole journey atop the mountains to receive that knowledge. Good luck is on your side, and maybe you've been resilient too. I got the message of I don't like to have wishful thinking. Wishful thinking never leads to anything good. But I think like here, you're meant to have wishful thinking. You're meant to actually believe in something nice, because this is what will allow you to heal and to, like, you maybe went through a tower moment. Your whole world was destroyed, your structure. And now it's not the time for further introspection and seeking clarity through going deep within. No, it's about, or maybe the lack of this, it's more about, I believe I can fly. It's this energy of optimism, of going on a new journey, of emotional journey, which you might be quite resilient towards, or yeah, but it's good luck here. So you have very good luck here, and light is showcasing in your life. You're the lucky one. You have everything set up for you in the most perfect way. If only you would leave logic and just go intuitively with life, I guess, you're gonna see like how much healing there is for you. And we got healing there as well. How much healing, how much optimism is coming towards you. You don't need to be alone. You don't need to be isolated in this process. Oh, I love this. I love this so much. What's the next one? Why do you go against your most sensual emotions or refusing to acknowledge them? Maybe you do have a problem with emotions. Temperance reversed, 8 of Cups and 8 of Pentacles. Too much hustle, eh? Oh my god, this is so funny. Oh my god. Now, beginning with the Temperance reversed. Why do you not alchemize your feelings? Like sometimes we go through things in our life which are very uncomfortable, especially emotionally. But if we just leave them to be what they are without acknowledging them, we don't heal them. 8 of Cups. Movement towards something better. You are meant to move towards new emotional self. Maybe you're not meant to be infinity. I don't know, I was seeing something. I'm seeing the F like F, but it's like focus. But anyway, focus. Imagine 2 8s here. Saturn could be important. Saturn in Aries could be important. Check where Saturn is in your chart. There's work to be done. And this is where I heard too much hustle. And this is the 10 of Wands, isn't it? Yeah, and reverse, by the way. I'm just getting the energy of fuck it all, fuck it all. I just can't be bothered. Emotions, sensuality, sensitivity. Who's that? I don't know her. Why should I even care? And you should care because you're overwhelmed, babes. When you're not healing and you're not progressing, you're just constantly in the cycles of disruption. And there's work to be done. Work to be done. You need to be moving forward. Otherwise, you're stagnant. You're stuck. And because you choose to be stuck, because you choose not to be healing, because you choose not to be different, because you feel like you're overwhelmed by that, well, yeah, we get overwhelmed by many things. But when we are overwhelmed, through friction, we're able to evolve. Only then we're able to evolve. Well, what are the oracles? I never saw the oracles, I think. I have no idea why this card is Communitas? Communism? I don't know. I think maybe this is supposed to be like community. Yeah, these cats are dancing. I love that. Like they're holding each other. Sacred. Oh my god. I heard the weirdest thing. This is not your energy. This is something which is passed down by generations or from past reincarnations. And this is not your energy here. But you're meant to be healing that. This is your own, like, you're meant to be doing the work for others. Because communities and sacred. Maybe this is why you don't like it, because this is not easy for you. Usually when something is easy for us, this is our own thing. Maybe we've been dealing with for a few reincarnations and we're like, yeah, that's not the worst thing. Like maybe a year or two and I'm done. But this one is older. This one is like older. And this is not even yours. And maybe that's why you don't want to deal with it, because you're like, maybe I'll leave it to the new generation, or I'll leave it to the next reincarnation. I just can't be bothered. But I think like this lifetime is the one which you're meant to be healing that. As an example, for me, what is not mine is codependency. I could, like, in my life, in my logic, I could care less about like being with others, and I love isolation. But for some reason, I am living through that, and I assume this is coming from my divine feminine side of the family, where they have been codependent for reincarnations, and just, you get it. And now I'm the one who's meant to be like putting up boundaries. I have a Chiron in Venus as well, so definitely I'm dealing with something which is, yeah, where am I? Where am I in the whole picture? Like, others are important, yeah, I love helping others, but also no one is supporting me, so I need to support me. So maybe you're in the boat of you're choosing not to look at your sensual side, sensual emotions, I've written, because you're like, well, I don't want to deal with that. Maybe Chiron in Pisces, Chiron in a water sign or whatever, could be important here. It's just not looking at, this is not yours. I don't think this is yours. I think this is someone else's, but you're still meant to be doing the work. You're still meant to transmute that energy, go through the process of uncomfortability so that you can move forward, whatever that means for you. Number 5. Oh, yeah. Here I got tin. And I didn't even know about tin, like I had to read in the book. But I immediately thought of Dorothy and the Tin Man and his heart and how he was like, oh, I really want a real heart. Yeah, but what it actually said about tin is that tin is quite able to withstand and to be molded into things, but it cannot withstand a lot of pressure. And I've written, too much pressure on the mixing of sacred cunningness and observation because of an ego, which I guess I'll need to explain somehow, because maybe it's like, here is, there is some kind of wisdom which comes through tactics and observation, but I guess there is an excessive amount here. There is the energy of pressure, which is being like, I'm observing, I'm logical, I'm intelligent, but is it getting you anywhere really? Is it truly like leading to what you want to know in life or whatever? Because there is pressure there, and I got the Tin and the Drowned King together. So I guess maybe your normal ego side is this tactical, cunning, sacred self, but now this is an ego which must be like drowned, the Drowned King, so that you can progress, maybe towards healing. I don't know. Let's see the cards. Oh my god. 9 of Swords immediately. 2 of Pentacles. The Tower reversed. I heard the message. I'm just gonna stay in this negative mindset and trying to balance things out. And it's awful because you're balancing between 2 negative energies. One of them is I'm thinking, and also what if the worst happens. And you're balancing these energies. Why? Because probably you're just in the energy of having to think about the plan of how things should be. But here is, you're seeing the negative side. Like we did mention how you might have the pessimistic outlook of life. I don't like this. You're alone in this, by the way. You're not even seeking support. There's no communication. And I guess you don't want the Tower moment. But again, we did mention that sometimes there must be like destruction and things to happen in order for, let's see the oracles. Responsibility. Maybe you don't want to take responsibility. Traveler. You like to be moving around. You like to... Oh, there's another one. Unconditional love. I got the message of Can I still be loved throughout my travels, throughout my differences? Maybe you don't want to take responsibility for unconditional love and traveling. Let's read them like that, so we have more information. Because we got 3 here. Now, if we are to go like responsibility towards anxiety and discomfort of the mind, traveling between balance, so 2 different options, and unconditional love, tower. Maybe love creates towers moments for you where you're like, I mean, I'm getting the message of I don't want to be responsible, I don't want to be in something restrictive in a way. Maybe you like to be going around and around and just having your fun without having the responsibility of dealing with unconditional love. Maybe you just want things to be casual in a way in your life, and that's alright. That's alright, but it's also, what was it? The pressure of the mixing, of the logic. Do you want to even take responsibility towards how you think, how you feel, what you're actually doing in your travels, in your life? Maybe that's not about anyone else. This is just about you taking responsibility for yourself, for what you deserve, for what you need. Saying, I want that. This is what I need. Not want, need. I don't know. Take what resonates and go with whatever suits your boat specifically. Now, let's go. Yeah, of course I'm getting more cards. What's happening today? So confused. Did I miss something? Let me double check something. No. What did I miss then? Oh, I'm so sorry, guys. I read that wrong. But still keeping the message, but I'm gonna return this for a moment because the information is different. This with the tin and everything is gonna come in a second. What is meant to be here is actually traveler, responsibility, unconditional love, and we got the 9 of Swords, Tower, and in between the 2 of Pentacles. I'm so sorry about that. This was, I told you, Piscean today, very Piscean, all over the place, and I don't mind it, but it's also a little bit weird. Now, what it was meant to be is what abundance awaits after connecting with your intuitive side instead of relying on logic. We did get the 9 of Swords here. Where is the intuition then? Oh, it's like in yourself, in your intuition, you got something stirring. You kind of sense something, but you don't want to be acknowledging that. It's like I must follow logic. Like step 1 was this, step 2 was this, step 3 was this, and this is how things are. There's nothing more, nothing less. But your intuition is like, I think there is more. And not only I think your intuition is quite right here. But you're like, but if that's true, wouldn't that create a tower moment? Responsibility fell. Stop trying to feel responsible for others and how their life will be. Yeah. It's like you're sensing something. You're sensing that you're overwhelmed by something. That something will create a massive tower moment for you. And you're juggling in between options of how it can happen, what can happen, but you don't know everything. I think this is the logical side telling you this, but in reality, it's traveler and unconditional love. Maybe you have a love from abroad. I know it's weird. But yeah, it's about listening to your intuition and leave logic behind. Leave responsibility towards others and things. That way you're able to, excuse me, confirmation verb, to stop juggling in cycle of life. I'm getting the energy of this is like the wheel of fortune in a way, where everything turns as time passes. So you're down and you're up, you're down and you're up. So yeah, listen to your intuition, and this is the second time that this is coming up. So your intuition is telling you something which your logical self is like, yeah, we shouldn't listen to our intuition, but you're like, everything is like, listen to it. And I'm not sure if my intuition has ever lied to me. I think my intuition has not lied to me, but life has been like, nah, not the moment. But it's like, yeah, see, responsibility came up, but now reversed. Maybe you don't want to take responsibility yet. Okay. What are you? These are coming up ones, I assume. Yeah. Page of Swords, Judgment, and Four of Pentacles. With Memory. By the way, Memory came up reversed. But before I read Memory, I was like, memory. What is this?
Charge me, pretty please.
That's my phone, sorry. Superstition. Maybe you need to be recharged. Superstition. Oh, I got the perfect message. And this was about the tin and the Drought King. There is a wake-up call in regards to you being more communicative about something which might not be a memory. It might be something which is resurfacing, which you feel like is so superstition, a belief, make-believe, and you have good boundaries with that. Maybe you want to hold your ground, but Spirit is like, well, let me see what I've written about it. The pressure. I assume the pressure is you holding back with the Four of Pentacles. Mixing of sacred cunningness and observational because of an ego. which must be destroyed. Okay, so where is the ego? Where is the ego here? The only person here, like, you're being reborn, you're being called out to start a new journey of communication, saying something, learning something, memory, something memorable, something from the past, superstition, make believe, something which I'm getting the energy of you feeling like what is happening with you through observation and cunning nature. You're like, that's not true, that cannot be true, that is not the truth, this is just a memory, this is just like maybe you had an experience like this before which taught you something, and you're like, I'm not doing this again, I'm not going through this again. But now, is it the same? Because memory came up reversed. I got this many years ago on one of my posts. I had written, fear of the past scares the future. And this is what I got here. Yeah, you're holding back. You're really holding back on something. You're holding back on a wake-up call, on karma, on something which is meant to be, which could be associated with communication, traveling, not exactly traveling, communication, studying, starting a whole new journey. This is not super... I got the message of... I have too many bad signs in this. Like, life has shown me this, and this, and this is like bad, but it's superstition. Has it been already 40 minutes? Wow. I guess I pick up the pace. And now, maybe the most anticipated one for me is the Wheel of Consciousness. Yeah, the Wheel of Consciousness. I have not written anything, absolutely anything. But we did mention, let's try to decode it together. So, we're starting off from the void. So, there is this spiritual, and it's quite small. This is not a lot. This is very subtle energy. Okay. Very subtle energy. Then we're moving into the navel. It is associated with emotions. It is associated with creativity. Then we're moving into blue, which is the throat chakra, speaking emotions possibly, or creating. Maybe you're a singer and you like to sing, and you are gonna be singing your emotions. Then we got the solar plexus with the orange. No, excuse me, my mistake. This is yellow, blue, and orange. So this is not about speaking your emotions. This is about speaking your desires, speaking about what you want and how things to be. Then we got orange, which is the emotions, the navel chakra. So maybe you have an idea of what you want and you're meant to be speaking it out. Again, singer, artistry in any way. And then we got the red color, which is the root chakra, groundedness, survival instinct. But it's like closed, it has closed off everything else, in my opinion. So I think that you're choosing, like, the stability here is a lot more than your desire, and emotions are more than what is being said. And the last one is the heart, the green color. So I assume this is about like creating through the heart, empathy, compassion, feeling into the things, emotions, not emotions, intuition, connectedness. Let's see. Two of Swords, the Empress, both of them reversed, and the Devil. Yeah. Capricorn. Intuition, look at that! Trickster. Wow. Someone's meddling in your energy, isn't it? Someone's playing around with your energy. Don't give away your energy somewhere else. This is toxic behavior. Maybe you're going to tarot readers and like, not only, maybe you're a reader as well. Maybe you're quite intuitive. But last year and for some time, I've had people doubling into my energy and just messing with when I'm supposed to be doing reading for myself. Because usually I don't like have trouble reading for myself. But I've had moments where others are able to meddle with my own readings. And immediately with the Trickster intuition and the Devil, I got, ha 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 ha, I got you. I got your intuition and I'm playing with you. And I don't know why I got the Two of Swords and the Empress here. Empress is coming up reversed. It's like your intuition is like, stay where you are, because you don't need to nurture yourself. You don't need to do anything else. You don't need to be nurturing others. You don't need to be making any, like, maybe make rash decisions. Don't listen to your intuition. Your intuition is wrong. Listen to money. Listen to material things. Because, you know, the devil. Yes. I was listening to this very interesting lecture how when Jesus was on the cross, the two thieves on the side were actually Satan and Lucifer, where Satan brings you down to the material and says, believe in materialism, believe in money. And Lucifer is like, believe in the highest, believe in the utmost, don't stay in the material, which both of them are wrong because we need to balance those energies. And here I'm getting the energy of Satan, which if you're a practitioner, that's alright, I don't judge. Just please be mindful and do anything possible for the good of humanity. Please. Yeah, it's like, don't think about it. Don't nurture anything in your life. Don't do anything intuitive. Don't listen to your intuition. It's wrong. It's wrong. Your intuition is always wrong. Listen to logic. Listen to money. Listen to progress. Listen to what is, like, this is the Lovers, and you got the Lovers, I think, reverse. I don't know. But these are the Lovers. But this time they are like connected through a very toxic way. And we can just double check because I'm sure that he's tied as well with them. Yes, I think. No. No, he's not. Why did I ever get the message that he's also tied with them? Doesn't matter. I just found out something, because the magician is like this, but the devil is doing this, and he's like that. So he's receiving the wheel of consciousness here, of how you're not expressing your desires and emotions because your intuitive head is actually being guarded. Not guarded, but it's actually being blocked, because underneath your intuition is actually this very stable red color, root chakra. It's like everyone can sense that I'm so intuitive, but in reality I'm actually a materialistic person who is very emotional, but I hide my truth of what I actually want, done by spirit. Wow. So yeah. Yes. Just there is a trickster in your energy. Cleanse that. If you're too materialistic, get out of that. Because life is not just that. Life is a lot more than just money. Because money will always be there anyway. Like, I'm sure you know that. Like, money will always be there. They come and they go. It's just money. It's just a resource. Now, oh my god. I don't know, mate. You have more cards. Beyond the rainbow. Yay! Jittery. What was jittery? I was listening to jittery a few days ago. Being happy, wasn't it? Being funny. Beyond the rainbow. Now, God. By the way, this was supposed to be for the wheel of consciousness. I'm confused. Why is everything so mixed up? I'm just gonna. This is cards. So we're going with the cards. Wow. Funny thing. So, Two of Cups. Ace of Cups reversed. Five of Pentacles reversed. And the Divine Combo. Hierophant and High Priestess. I don't know if I should be reading them as two people or as like just the energy. We do get the Two of Cups, but the Ace of Cups and the Five of Pentacles are reversed. Okay, let's talk like this. This union, which seems like has lost its flow, is getting out of an emotional winter of feeling left out because there is an intuitive tradition, intuitive guidance beyond the rainbow, jittery. There is this saying, maybe it is all around the world, that if you go under the rainbow, you're gonna change genders. I'm getting the energy here of like you can be both divine masculine, divine feminine, depending on the situation. But I feel like you're getting out of a situation which, of course, this can be two people, which the divine feminine is very intuitive, Piscean energy, very like hidden, mysterious, can't be clocked, and the divine masculine, the Hierophant, Taurus, where they're very stable, structured, traditional, guidance. They help others. They have the hidden. They have knowledge, not hidden. They have knowledge, maybe even hidden knowledge. But I don't know why the Ace of Cups is reversed. Like, if it wasn't reversed, was it a missed opportunity? Was it not flowing correctly? But we got the Five of Pentacles here reversed, which I'm happy. It's like getting out of that energy. It's like if this is only you, you're sensing that you're probably going to be going into a union of because you've not been emotionally available, or something didn't work out as you wanted it to go. Yeah, this is your reading, guys. So thank you for this. I would like to apologize because this one has been quite chaotic. Like all the other ones were very structured, in my opinion. My work brain was happy, and this one I'm like everything was all over the place. But yeah, thank you so much for watching, guys, and I hope that that you unlock the door of transparency, whatever that means for you.